Hi everyone, Lisa here. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday. Hopefully you guys have been following me all week, either on my blog or here on my Facebook page. I've been doing some videos of projects for Valentine's, for treat gifts or packaging. So today we're gonna make this bag to put all our treats in, and I forgot to grab mine. They're over there in the kitchen. But this bag folds flat just like a regular brown bag, so it's going to be a little bit not complicated, but there's going to be a lot of scoring and stuff, and I will show you how. So just a reminder, share my video. I have another tablet or notepad and a pin. There should be a pin in there. The pin must have fell out, but this one should have the pin. There's a pin. So it's a pin like this. I'm not sure what happened to it. It must have fell out. You know, I move my stuff around all the time. Oh no, the pin's in there. And this one I think is a pink pin, red, Poppy Parade probably. So be sure and share my video, comment that you shared my video, and I will enter you into a prize drawing to win one of those. And if you're not on my email list, join my email list so that you can get the PDF tutorial on how to put this project together. And I do have the diagrams of all the scoring, cutting, and all that. So that you know, you can refer back to this or always to the video. All right, so join my email list to get that. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I wanted to make this bag a long time ago. I had already had one made. I am not the original creator, but this was the one that I started, never finished, and it was going to be part of a class. And sorry, I dropped my basic white cardstock. So anyhow, I had originally was going to make it for a class, and then I decided, well, I just never did it. So I said, oh, well, let's do that for my Workshop Wednesday. And again, if you guys haven't seen, Stampin' Up! Has added more items for celebration. So these dies are a goodie to have. If you're just joining me, we're gonna make this handbag, well, gift bag, and it folds flat. And so we're getting ready to get started. I had, oops, I'm over here. I got all my stuff all over the place. Like I was saying, this one's, it's not difficult. I don't know why. Do I have my ruler? There's just a lot of scoring parts, pieces to it. So we're going to start out with 4 1/4 by 11 piece of, no, that's the wrong instructions. I'm like all over the place because I literally just designed this bag today. Like I said, I was already doing, gonna do it before for a class and then just didn't. So for those of you that are joining me and wondering what the heck's going on. So we're gonna need an 11 by 8.5 piece of cardstock. So this is already 8.5 by 11, and then we're going to need another piece that's 8.5 by 6. So I'm going to cut that now, and then I'm going to get my Simply Score because, like I said, there's a lot of scoring, and I do have the diagram on the PDF tutorial. So on this long side, we're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. 2.5 inches, 8.5, and 10.5. We're gonna turn it and score the short side at 2 inches, and here's where it kind of gets tricky. 2 inches, and we're going to go all the way across. And then we're going to score at 3 inches, but we're only going to go to this score line here, this second score line. So here's 1 here and 2. So 3, and then go to the second score line. Okay, and then now we're going to do the same on the bottom. Let me see if I could get my Simply Score all the way in there. Or you could always flip your paper around. You could follow your 3-inch line all the way down, and you're going to go from this score line down. Let me make sure I get it. I like to, so there you go, from this score line down. For me, I like to just flip my paper over and then score it here at 3 to that line. So remember, 2 all the way down, 3 just to the line, and then the same on this side, or flip your paper over. So then, after we do that, we're gonna flip it back around to the long side, and now we're gonna score at 1.5, and we're gonna go just to this first score line. So 1.5 to the first score line. This is all gonna make sense in a bit, and then 9.5 down to this first score line. Okay, so we're gonna grab our other piece of paper, and we are going to score the long side. So this is the 8.5 by 6 piece, and we're going to score the long side just at 2 inches and 3 inches, and then that's easy. And that we're just going to do mountain valley fold like that. But we're still not done with scoring. So, that's why I had my ruler out. I was like, why do I have my ruler out? And all of you, if you don't have a clear ruler, you got to get one. They really make a difference. So see this box here? I hope my lighting's good. This box here, and we have this box here. We did this 1.5 inch score line all the way down to this box. So what we're going to do is that 1.5 inch score line, we're going to score from that line to this corner. So just line your ruler up at that line in this corner, like so, and then put a score line. And then we're going to do it on the other side as well. So from this corner to this corner. This all seems like a little tricky, but it's super easy. We're going to do the same thing over here. Go from this score line to this corner, this score line to this corner. And this is what helps our bag fold flat. So that is now all the scoring. So before I burnish all my lines and everything, we're going to cut out this 1/2 inch section here. And cut out the 1/2 inch section on both sides. And then these 1/2 inch sections, we're going to angle this here, angle this here, angle this one here. Yes, we have the score line in between, but it's all going to work out. All right, so now we're going to cut these ones up, these score lines. So this is basically the bottom of our bag. I should have got my bigger scissors. This here is the bottom of our bag. Okay, so now we can burnish some lines. Our 1/2 inch, we can burnish in. We're gonna go to this one, and then you could try and do this one. This is that one where you're gonna, we have the, where it's gonna fold, where we had put those kind of crazy things in, and see they just scored, we just scored those lines, and then you scored that. And then let's do the other side. Go all the way down. Let's do our 1/2 inch. And then we can do this one again. And this, it just kind of, I don't know how to say it, just kind of folds. It. See, you have like a triangle, and that's the triangle that we had. So it just kind of falls into place, and score it. Okay, so look, there's part of our bag, and it's all those score lines, and now we have half of a bag. So now here's our other piece that is gonna go glued, or we're gonna use tear and tape and add it in here. And so you want this valley fold. I have a sample here because I wanted to make sure I didn't mess up. I don't have it adhered, I just have it glued. And this basically mountain fold, it's a mountain, is gonna be up. So we're gonna adhere this down. So let's add some tear and tape. This bag's pretty cool though. It'll fold flat. And like I said, if you've been watching all my videos this week, you can put all your little treat packages that you have made inside this bag and give it to somebody. You know, I had some, I hate to say it, I have some stuff going out, but here Valentine's is already going to be on Friday, and I have not even taken it to the post office. Today I had a bunch of distractions. That's why I'm just barely. So see, this is going to go like this. And these are going to adhere, and then we'll have our bag. So we're going to flip it over and add some tear and tape. And then I was also working on my coffee and crafts project. So this Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning, I will be, my projects are going to be gift card holders. We always need gift card holders, right? Always birthdays. Everybody wants gift cards nowadays, or money. You could even put money in them. So those are gonna get adhered now. So we'll take all of this tape off, all of the backing. But yeah, I'll have 3 gift card holders. I think, well, one that I've created so far. Oh, I only put, I didn't put tear and tape on this one. Here I am yakking again and forgetting what I'm doing. I'm using the birthday celebration, the designer series paper, which is wildflower birthday, and then the birthday celebration stamp set. I haven't put the sentiments on yet, so. All right, so let's go back to putting these down like so. I hope you can see this in the camera. Good. Okay, we got our squares in there. Hi, Heather. Hi, Ryan. You guys, I'm so glad you always join me. You guys are very faithful. Okay, and so now let's put, we're going to adhere these. And then, Heather and Ryan, I made your guys' favorite for dinner tonight. We had tacos, and I was making them just before this video, so it's probably a good thing that you guys can't see me anymore with whatever Facebook is doing. I felt like I was just munching on my tacos. So there's our bag, and so look, it'll fold. These pinch in where we made those triangles, and then it just folds flat. What do you need a flat bag for? I don't know, but it folds flat. It's good for storage. All right, so now we're gonna need 2 pieces of 11 by a ½ inch piece of cardstock. So we're gonna use real red, and I'm gonna use my bone folder just to go like this to curl it. No, not chicken enchiladas, tacos, your other favorite. And then we're just going to use a ½ inch. I never do tacos on Tuesday for Taco Tuesday. It always seems to be another day that I make them. We actually hadn't had them in a while. So we're just going to glue that. And I just guess. So I'm saying I put glue on about a ½ inch. I'm going to use my little paper clip, and then we're just going to turn this like so, and then do the same. And I'll hold it there. Let me get a clothespin. I almost called it a bobby pin. And then the same thing over here. We're going to glue. And let me get my little clothespin to hold it. Glad to see a lot of crafters are using these little clothespins now, because believe me, it helps when you have another hand. So you want to line them up. I, again, just kind of eyeball it, but you can measure if you'd like. I guess I've done it so many times. And so we're going to let that glue. So there's our handles. And now we're going to need a piece of designer series paper. So again, I'm using the Marbled Elegance. And I believe this piece is 5 7/8. So 5 7/8, almost all the way to the 6. If you're using my trimmer, it's 2 lines before the 6. So that's 5 7/8 by 6 3/8. So I gotta open my arm. 1, 2, 3/8 is right where this line is, right where the bend of the arm is. Okay. So we will glue that on. We can take these off because those should be glued already. And you guys have probably noticed I've been using nothing but the Marble Elegance Designer Series paper and the Cute as a Bee, because those are the two that scream Valentines to me. We have some others. If you watch my Coffee and Crafts on Sunday, I use the Serene Love, which is flowers. It's pretty. Okay, so there's our bag. Now we're going to do some die cutting. We are going to use, I am using the Arches, Everyday Arches dies. Trying to think of my colors that I need right now. I need not Flirty Flamingo. This is for something else. We're gonna do the Melon Mambo. Oh, it'll fit that way. Okay, so we'll cut these 2 arches first. And look at you guys, just for you. I got brand new plates, brand new. These are going to be the first time, and watch how scarred they get right away. They're going to get scarred right away. But I finally broke down and used my new plates. I have them. I never pull them out. And then, see, it already has a scar. And then we're going to cut our basic white arch. And then you know what? I need some hearts. So let's cut this one. I guess I can only do one at a time because I need that same heart. Just trying to cut the passes down to the cut and emboss machine. Okay, so when your plates are new, everything sticks to them because they're like brand new. They really get embedded in, your dies get embedded into them. Okay, I'm trying to take my heart out, trying to get my arch. Okay, so I'm gonna do all the die, well, not all of it, because we have to do some stamping. I need this heart, And then I need a gold of the other one that we just did. These things are super like sticky. And we'll just do this heart over here. And then, oops, how did I get that on there? Let's go this direction, maybe. There. I would have cut part of that other heart with my heart. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. We will put this away for a minute because we have to do some stamping for the other die cutting. Thanks, Ryan. You like my bag? Should I send it to you so you could give it to Heather for Valentine's? So these are pieces that we cut. We have to cut more, but we're going to stamp this one. And I got a lot of stamps, a lot of colors. And this one is going to be Love You. Oops. And we're going to stamp this at an angle on here, kind of like so. Love You. And this is Melon Mambo. So now we will glue this to our arch, to our larger arch. And then we're going to stamp all the flowers and the leaves. And okay, kind of center it. Make sure it's even on both sides. And that is done. We can go ahead and put these on since we have these two guys here. Oh, look, I did cut part of that pink cardstock. I didn't even notice it. I got an extra dimensional. So we'll put these on. So this is a Flirty Flamingo heart. We'll put it there. And we're going to layer our gold one. I chose to go with the gold because there's gold in the designer series paper. Overlap those. So now, like I said, we have a lot of stamping to do. Here, let me cut this down. I just grabbed some white so that I had it. But let's cut that down. So you know you can make this bag for any occasion. It does not have to be just Valentine's. You can do it for any occasion. So we're going to stamp some heart or flowers in Melon Mambo, Pretty in Pink, and Cherry Cobbler. I forgot to grab my Cherry Cobbler. And we're just going to do one of each to keep it simple so that we're not I have to keep cleaning my stamp. So we're going to do Melon Mambo. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. That thing looks like it bled through. It looks like I have a lot of ink there in the center, and I didn't even re-ink this today. I don't know what happened there. All right, so there's Melon Mambo. Now we're going to do Pretty in Pink. You can see I have a lot of ink on there. And we're going to do Cherry Cobbler. This one looks pretty juicy too. I know the Cherry Cobbler I had inked up. So let's close all these before I stick my fingers in them. And then we're going to stamp some leaves. So if you see my instructions, you get my PDF. These are leaves. We're going to stamp those twice. And then these ones are 3 leaves. I don't know what to call them. We only need that once. Do I call this a branch of leaves and this 3 leaves? So this is leaves and this is 3 leaves in my instructions. You'll know because 2 of those, 1 of those. And we're doing wild wheat. And I chose wild wheat because to me, that's our only color that's kind of like gold. So we're going to have to run these through few times because I only have one flower die. Let me get, there's only one flower die. This would have been a nice set that they made more than one die for the flowers. There's that. Here's leaves. And here's 3 leaves. I'm gonna have to move this over. Oh, I knew those were gonna move. You wanna know, I asked my husband what to call these, and what do you think he said? He said, just call them petals. Yeah, they're not petals, they're leaves. Too funny. This paper is really, oh my God, my die moved. But, oh, they moved on all of them almost. The leaves is the only one, the 3 leaves is the only one that came out. See, that's what happens with new plates. I did not make Spanish rice, Heather. I was trying to get dinner done before the video. I'm going to tape this because we don't want it to move. And I'm not going to run them through again because I actually prepared for this. And I have some already stamped and die cut. I like to do that just in case I have an issue with something. That thing really moved. Yeah, it wasn't golf related. I was waiting for something, but yeah, just call them petals. I'm like, they're leaves. Do I call them 3 leaves, branch of leaves? I didn't know what to call them. So I said, okay, I'll just call this leaves and the other one 3 leaves. Because the other has 3 leaves on it. Okay, I'm not going to die cut this one. So I have my bowl here of all my little extras for in case. So we got a cherry cobbler one. We need our pretty in pink and our melon mambo. And we need another set of leaves. Right? Okay. So now we are going to put these all on with dimensionals. And we only need like 1 dimensional on each one. And take all those backings off. We're going to go cherry cobbler first. Petal pink. Or pretty in pink. I keep calling it petal pink. And then our melon mambo. We're going to stick this one under a little bit like so. And now our leaves and our 3 leaves, we're going to put on with some mini dimensionals. You can cut a regular dimensional in half too, if you like. If you don't have the minis on hand, I've cut dimensionals many a times. But one time I have a lot of minis because one time I ordered minis on accident thinking I was ordering the regular size. So I have a bunch of minis and there's so many. So we're just going to tuck these, the leaves, there at the top, here at the bottom, and then the 3 leaves there. So pretty, huh? So now this is going to go right on here. Now this looks a little bit different than my other one because I used a different designer series paper. This one, I guess the melon mambo went with it because of the melon mambo. But see, it had the real red, so that's why I did real red. But it's okay. It's a Valentine color, right? Again, if you went on my blog, the box that I made for the Russell Stover chocolate heart, I made one using that Love Serene paper, and I made it in Old Olive. It's super cute, but it's definitely, you wouldn't say, oh, Valentine, because of the colors. It's Old Olive. It's a green, not. So we're just going to adhere that right like so. Let's put it on there. And now we're going to, so if you don't have, well, we'll stamp it first. We're going to stamp to and from on our heart that we cut earlier. Flirty Flamingo. We're going to stamp it in Melon Mambo. To and from. So if you don't have a hole punch, you can use your take your pick tool, or here's your take your pick tool, and then just poke a hole in it. But make sure you have something underneath when you poke your hole. So we are going to use that amazing iridescent ribbon again. And you could write on there first. So, to you from me. I wish I could send this to all of you. One to each of you. Okay, this is going to be a stinker. So, oh, I got it. I was going to say, I might have to pull out my dental flosser again. And then we're just going to tie this right here on the handle. And then tie it in a bow. And if you guys wait a few minutes, I'll go grab all the things I made. I mean, it's not going to take a few minutes. I just got to run right out and go to the kitchen and get them. They're on our breakfast bar. I was trying to make room here in my craft room, so I want to put them all on the breakfast bar. But all the projects that I've been making this week, or I've been having videos for you guys, they're all super easy and super quick. Now this, I didn't add no kind of embellishment, but we do have our antique pearls. We have our antique pearls that we can add, or look at the iridescent gems. So hold on 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. So here's the things that I've been showing you all week how to make. Here's the Russell Stover box. So it's got a Russell Stover heart candy box. Here's the one that I made in Old Olive. Now see, that doesn't, it's not Valentine colors, but look at how cute it is. Here's the, I made, this is the ones that I made in the video. So of course I always have two of everything because when I create, but then I made this other one just to make. And then here's the video from today was these two. Well, it was this one, so it holds Ghirardelli. This one holds the Hershey miniature bars in it. So let's say if you've already made this and you've made this and you made this, you can put it right inside your bag and give it to somebody. And they have all their Valentine candies. Oops, I know they all fit. So there you go. There's today's project. I hope you guys like it. We can add some gems. Like I said, there's the iridescent ones that would match the iridescent ribbon, but I didn't add any on mine. Here's the first one I did. So this is just with the, it's the same paper, but it's got more of the Melon Mambo in it. This one has more of the real red. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Yep, there's no mistakes, just happy accidents. If you watched one of my videos the other day, I had a bunch of happy accidents. So I had to, you know, our saying is when you're paper crafting is that you throw an embellishment on it or a ribbon or something to cover up your mistake, and there's always two sides to the paper. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and hopefully I'll see you Sunday morning. Bye, everybody.